Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, the style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Well, hello, lovers. Hope everybody is well. Today is Monday, March 24th, 2025. And I got 7 days to get my life together. Okay, I got 7 days. I got 7 days. And if you know, you know. Okay. Those that know what I am talking about. The time is tick, 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 ticking. I miss you all. I really did. I told you Saturday when I came live, you guys cheered me up, made me feel a little bit better, had me distracted from the aches and pains of my vaccinations on Friday, from Friday. And when I got off the live with you guys, I did feel better, but I was tired as hell. And I slept all the way through till today afternoon. Okay. Like, literally did not wake up until late yesterday, hadn't eaten all day. Like, it was a lot. Okay. These vaccinations took me down. Okay. Now, what I will say, you guys, is that steroidal cream that they gave me for my face actually did work. Like, after the first night, I noticed the difference. It's getting better and better. It's not completely clear, like, relatively speaking, it is, but for the most part, it's like I can still see it's there. It's there. And it's just obvious to me because I don't get breakouts. So to have had my face break out all crazy the way it did, and we still really don't know why outside of stress, I don't know. But I got some rest. I got my steroid cream, and I got all my damn vaccines, and one being shingles, just in case. Okay. And I'm back. Not better than ever, but I am back. All right. It looks like you guys are back too, and I'm glad to see you. Let me just say this. I saw this comment sooner than I set up the live. Okay. It's so funny. I saw this comment in the chat no sooner than I set that mother sucker up. It's almost as if you are a fan. My real supporters couldn't beat you in here. Nope. This person, Zarvin, I don't know who the fuck your mama is. I don't know. If is she okay? Is she okay? Is your daddy okay? Like, what kind of damn name is this? Okay. Um, X Pierre. What's your name? Xarin? It's like Marvin with an X. Zarvin? Who named you? Did they pass the second grade? Did they have hooked on phonics? What? Who is your mama? Her ass needs to be put back in school her damn self. Who is she? Who this heifer? Because something was wrong with her. Okay? Zarvin, whatever your name is, Pierre. And honestly, based on the comment alone, we got some suggestions, some ideas about who this really could be. Because if this is your real name, your mama need her ass whooped. Okay? And your daddy. Okay? And anybody else who took the time to say your name out loud all these years. Them teachers probably wanted to whoop your mama's ass. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But you decided to come over here in my chat and say, unbelievable that you are still talking about this subject. Really unbelievable. No. It shouldn't be. There's a whole sector, sir, ma'am, shim. There's a whole sector to this subject matter. Okay. And it has been a large focus on my channel in the last year, no doubt about it, but I love it. Okay. And if these people would just mind their own business and sit down somewhere and take plea deals and shut the F up and admit to what they did and stop sleeping with married men and stop trying to run out here and tell lies to defend them, and stop being a blogger that wants to just be next to anybody for any good reason that may have the name in the news, and regardless of what they're accused of and what it looks like they've done, that it's more important to be next to them than to deal with the truth of the matter. Like, if these people weren't out here doing all this foolishness, we wouldn't have shit to talk about. But they keep going, so we keep going. Okay. And we probably gonna keep going. I'm gonna have to keep saying this. We gonna keep going until this Negro is behind bars for good, not for the temporary right now. Because although he thinks it's temporary, I want him to be clear. I want his little dude, okay, his little sexy dude, I'm sorry, not sexy, his little zesty dude of his. I want all of them to be clear that this mofo is not getting out and not going nowhere. And if he does, he'll be 80 when he does it. So we're going to talk about it until that has been solidified. Once we know that the case is closed and the sentencing has been done, that's when we will stop talking about it. We will stop talking about it when all of that is done and we've seen all of the reactions of all of these fools that have been up under his wing for the last couple of years. We are going to talk about it. Now, what I think is interesting is the fact that, do people think that if they come into a chat and they say stuff like, I can't believe you would still be talking about it, or you must not have any other content, or um we shouldn't be judging people who haven't been found guilty in the court. Like, when you say these types of things, I'm just curious, when you say these types of things in the chat, do you think somebody is going to say, you know what, they're right, let me stop talking about these people? Is that what they think they're gonna do? Because honestly, I'm sorry, but it makes me want to do it more. Okay? It makes me want to do it more. It does. I just be wanting to say it more, do it more, talk about them more. Just keep on coming more, 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 more. It makes me want to do that. So, Zarvin, or whatever the hell your made up name is, because I can't believe that your mama was this weird. Okay? I don't want to believe it. I do not want to believe that your mama and daddy is as illiterate as Nesto. For all we know, they forgot or didn't learn how to spell Marvin or Carvin, so they fucked around and put an X. That's what I think is possible that could have happened. Just my thought on the subject matter. I think that could have happened like that. But in the event that it didn't happen like that, and this is just some little coward who is afraid to say who they are and stand on their beliefs and their opinions 10 toes down without hiding who they are, changing their name, scared to show their face, won't let you hear their voice. If that's who you are, you're a weirdo, and I'ma still be out here talking. Okay, you dumb. See, the energy, if you're not actually Zarvin Pierre, if that's not your real name, the energy that it takes to create profiles that are not of yourself, troll accounts, if you will, and then to come out to spaces that really you aren't interested in being in, although we think you really are interested in it because you're here. But nevertheless, all of the energy that it would take to come out here, do all that so that you could drop into somebody's chat and tell them uh that is ridiculous or unbelievable that they're talking about it, something is really wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you because God knows I ain't got the time, energy, or desire to create no account to go drop in somebody's chat who I don't even like their content. I think their content is ridiculous. Why would I even drop in their chat? And not only that, why would I be the first to drop down in their chat? Oh, you a fan. You a fan, huh, Sonya? Huh? You a fan, huh, Sylvia? Ain't that right? You a fan, okay? That's what it is. And if you a fan, next time hit the fucking like button when you come in. You hear me? Hit that mother sucking like button. Or if you a badass, just hit the dislike button. I don't give a fuck. Just hit it, okay? Since you over here, make yourself useful. Anyway, let me say hi to everybody though. Let me say hi to everybody. Hi, Miss Niecy. Hi, Beauty is her name. Patty. Shirley's divorced finally. Only me 23. Jackie is here. Who else? My Ty. Dimples Wimples 504. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Listen to Me 301. Coffee is brewing. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Justin's mom. Nola Brown. Me C. Ray Della Lewis. Who else? Jackson Tabasco. Oman Johnson's had a farm. Yes. E-I-E-I-O. Uh-huh. Hey, sound check Annette. Hey, the only black but not bitter baby. Hey, Sari Colette. How are you? Who else? Who else? Ken of 14. Southside Chi-Town. Joanna A.W. Did I get most of y'all? Hey, Real. Hey, Salty Buzzard. Hey, Clear Ashes. Hey, S Dimples. Hey, it's the Rocks. Minding Business. Michi is here. Leo Lady. Loving Life. Yes, G Creates. Real Nurse Jackie. Who else? Who else? Kind and Fun. D Shell. Yes, she's an introvert. Yes, everybody is in the his house on tonight. Okay. First and foremost, thank you, Only Me 23, for gifting a member. If you received a membership from Only Me 23, please thank her in the chat. Thank you, Only Me 23. Hey, Salt and Pepper Tresses. Thank you so much for gifting a membership again. If you received a gifted membership from Salt and Pepper Tresses, please thank her in the chat as well. Yes. Hi, Justin's mom. Thanks for becoming a member. Hey, at peace. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. These people wanted me to come back off my sick bed to cuss them out, y'all. Is that what they want? Is that they just wanted to get me riled up? They was bored. It was Monday. They needed something to liven up the weekend, so they thought they dropped down in my chat and thought I wouldn't say something to their motherfucking ass. Is that what did that? Hi, YouTube user. Hey, that girl. Hey, destined to be. Is that what happened, y'all? It feels like that must be what had happened. Hey, make it rain. See, they got me all the way effed up, Susie 24. What they thinking about the gold experience? What is they thinking, Virgo Callie? Mistress Monica. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Something's wrong with them. Yes, Joanna A.W. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. What you say? Where are these MFers coming from? I had one Saturday and Sunday. Beauty stylist. Girl. Life Unleashed. Buster! Okay. Look, sometimes you gotta pop out and show these niggas. Okay. Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta pop out on them. Okay. Pop out on them. They think it's a game. Okay. Then let's play. Let's play. My mouth is always gonna be the loudest because I'm the one with the mic. And whoever that mother sucker is a coward. They'll never get on the mic or camera. You've seen both. Okay. Get into it. Hi, Queen Brielle. Hey, Miss Lorraine. Hey, Granny the Great. How are y'all today, Thirsty Rabbit? Baptize that ass. Lunar Brain Fire Heart. Peekaboo. Talk about peekaboo. I love that. Ooh, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Okay. He will live on forever. Ever. Okay. That Super Bowl show will live on forever. Okay. Hi, Tiger Roan 23 Tiger. Yes. Okay, everybody. So, hey, this is true. Okay, so this is what we got going on, Mr. Vol, Tory Story. Look, I can't stop. Blue Bear, Trina too. I'm trying to stop talking to y'all. But us seniors need love too. Okay, Shantae. Alicia Philly girl. Okay, look, delicate Del. Look, naturally be yourself. If I haven't spoken to you already, you all, you're gonna have to leave it to the mods to say hi to you for me. Okay, TD 16 is 617 and Juju D and extra as fuck. Huh? Huh? All right, Auntie Natty, let's get into it. All right. I just can't do it. Y'all keep coming in and dropping down. I think y'all be messing with me. I think y'all be trying to mess with me, GC. They just keep dropping down when they know I'm about to, at the end of speaking every single body angel here, and they still keep coming down. Okay, look, Facts to Feather. Now, hit that like button. Okay, now here's what we got going. Just speaking. Now stop it. All right. So let's talk about a few things. First and foremost, just came from my boo. Okay. All right. Don't hate, y'all. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, okay? But my boo, Dennis Byron, was over there. He went live and things, okay? And he brought out that there was a document that was filed by the one and only what's his name? Hoover. What's his first name, y'all? Sean Hoover. That's not really his first name though, is it? That's like his middle name. His first name is like, it sounds like Hispanic or something, doesn't it? Like, did his mama have Indian in her? Like, what's his name? Like Rodrigo or Riveres, or it's something Domingo. Like, what is his first name? I don't even know. But Sean Keisha Marie. Not his name is Shante. Not Shante. Now look, I actually do have a friend named Shante who is a dude. He really is a dude. Um, his name, not his name is Pull Tight. Not Pull Tight. What was I gonna say? Yeah, not Roberta. It's Roberto, right? I knew it was something. It's Roberto Sean Hoover. Okay. Um, so his name is probably Robert. Okay, or his. Probably ain't nobody over there in his family Hispanic. I'm just saying, it's a good chance. You know how we do, okay? And when I say we, I mean us black folk. You know, we be trying to be all exotic, okay, and extra. This nigga is probably Rob Sean Hoover, okay? Bobby Hoover is over there. He filed a document because apparently he has been included on another indictment, or I'm sorry, another RICO case. I believe what Dennis said was like 100 counts. My God, today. Okay, 100 count RICO. That's much bigger than, obviously, much bigger than what oh boy, Nasty Nesto is looking at. And that probably, see, I foresee Nesto as being the type of dude that is probably jealous of that. Like, even when it's bad, he wants to be the baddest. You know what I mean? So he's probably jealous that this 100 count Rico has somehow overshadowed his measly little Rico, okay, in comparison. And he is probably mad. Now, he's not mad because he thinks that the sooner he has trial, the sooner he can get out. That ain't it. Now, this is what I will say. I do think he's probably would be upset because I do believe that Nesto knows he ain't coming out. Okay. He ain't coming out. That's what I believe. He knows he's not going to come out of that jailhouse. But I do believe that he is hoping to hurry this shit up so he can go ahead and get to prison. Because from what I understand, prison is not the same. It is seriously not the same. They got better food, they got better accommodations, they got better privileges. Like, he is probably trying to rush his ass on over there to prison. Okay, because he's mastered this jail life. All right, he's done this. He's done this damn thing. So he's over it. He's over all of that just to get settled somewhere, and that I can respect. That I can respect. But what I do believe is that he is jealous that unfortunately, he is not getting full attention right now. Oh, I bet you that pisses him off. I bet that pisses him the fuck off. What y'all think? Am I tripping? Because that's what I think. Michi said, why was he calling himself she, her, or am I misunderstanding? So this is what happened. So Dennis did read off the document, and the document appears to be a template from a previous filing. Okay. He probably said, look, I'm going to need to file this, requesting that there be a delay, because what Sean Hoover is saying is that he has this 100 count indictment. It's going to really take his attention. I don't know what else is going on with that. But bottom line is, instead of there being a June trial, he is asking that the court delays it out until at least August. Baby, I know Nesto is over there punching at the air. I know silly Sonya. I don't know what she's doing. Now, she could possibly be frustrated by it. And even if she's not frustrated by it, she gonna come out here at some point over there at her friends, her besties channel, and give us some fake outrage. Okay, I'm sure that that's gonna happen. But a part of me believes that she don't give a damn. She likes him being in there because she can keep track of him. But the bottom line is this, Michi. I think that he got that template from somebody, a female. In fact, the lady's name is signed at the bottom of the document. Sean Hoover's signature is not on the document. Do you hear me? This Negro allows somebody to file a document on his behalf, or he did it himself and did not bother to update said template to reflect that it's coming from him and that he is a male. I love it for Nesto. Nesto has a this is great. I'm just going to put it that way. This is great. This is wonderful for him. Okay. It is wonderful. I mean, he is catching it. It sounds like Sean Hoover wants him to have a solid minimum air date of 3 years. That's what it looks like. That's what we're shooting for, because come July 7th, it will be, or it's July 6th, right? When he was arrested in 2022, baby, he is going to see year 3 up there in that joint. Okay. Some people don't stay in apartments 3 years. Some people don't even have 3-year car leases. Some people don't even wear the same outfit if they wore it 2 to 3 years ago. There is food goes stale. All kinds of shit is old after 3 years, baby. But Nesto is hanging in there. Okay, he is hanging on in there. He has no choice. He has no choice. So that's what's happening, Michi. So he wasn't necessarily calling himself that. Now, she was talking about herself. He just happened to use her shit and did not update it. Either he didn't, his secretary, somebody didn't do it. Okay, his legal aid, whatever the hell they got up in the public defender's office. Okay, so that's what had happened there. Okay, yes. My 40 said he is sick with it, honey. You know it. You know it. Michi said Nesty gonna be hot. He is hot as a firecracker right now. He probably knew, obviously. I mean, this is my thought. He probably told Nesto before he filed it what was going to go on. I mean, I'm guessing. Sonya, did you call Roberto? Did you call Roberta Flack and ask her whether or not uh uh Nesto was aware of this request? Did he tell you? I'm sorry. Did Roberta Flack tell you? No, we ain't gonna do Roberta Flack like that. We just not gonna do it. That queen is resting peacefully. Hey, shout out to Roberta Flack. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. Okay. Um, Legacy Moon said, but it wasn't a trial for Nesto in June. It was a final plea. Okay, but I mean, weren't they gonna set like the trial date at least though around that time, or no? Am I wrong about that? Nevertheless, let's just say this: the shit is delayed. It is delayed, just like Nesto's development. Okay, in the same way his intellect has arrested development, this nigga right here is slow, and so is this process for slow nigga. Okay, he is just in there wasting away as we speak. Okay. Hey, Granny the Great. I am too. I'm so ready for folks to let their truth be told. Okay. Beauty is her name said, this man is lazy and incompetent. Yes, the real BB. Yes. Oh my God. Lazy ass Turney. Lazy ass Turney. Lazy ass Turney. It is. Let me see something. Hey, Virgo Callie. Thank you so much for the super chat. Cut and paste. Nigga. You over there cutting and pasting filings and won't even take the time to proofread the shit. That's all you got to do. Evidently, the filing was generic enough. I mean, the template itself was generic enough to apply to what it was he was requesting. All he had to do, or he or she or whomever, all they had to do was read it, change the pronouns and the signature at the end. It seems that that is all that was really required, and they couldn't do that, baby. Sonya, if you and Nesto were worried before, you ought to be scared straight now. Okay? Because this is what you're dealing with. This exactly what you're dealing with. I remember when Roberta had didn't he file something before arguing that certain evidence be withheld, and for a list of reasons, and come to find out that none of that shit applied. Like, it was just a waste of time. None of it applied. These people nasty. All you had to do was be nice, be kind, be faithful to your wife at that time, your last wife that we know of at that time, Shirley Strawberry. Okay, that's all you had to do. All you had to do was be good to her. Just be good to her. Okay, in the morning, just be good to her. In the afternoon or evening. Yeah, okay, don't judge my singing tonight. Okay. Just be good to her. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. And you would have had a better chance, a fighting chance with, shall I say, a real attorney. Now, look, I've told y'all before that there are, look, every public defender is not created equal. Every public defender is not bad at what they do. Okay. And they are necessary. There are some really good ones out there, but most of them, generally speaking, are freaking overworked as hell. They have caseloads upon caseloads of cases that they're responsible for. They don't make as much money as a private attorney would. And it's a lot. So sometimes shit gets, missed and stuff because of their caseload. And I respect that. But dude, you could have had a paid attorney. Now, here's the thing. Some of your attorneys told you what you were dealing with and you didn't want to accept it for the reality of what they were trying to present. You wanted to accept it as if, oh, they don't believe me. They don't have to believe you. It shouldn't matter if they believe you or not. They don't have to believe you guilty or innocent. All they got to do is A, get you off, and B, if they can't get you off, they want to get you the best possible outcome, right? If you have a public defender, you may not get the best possible outcome. You just might not. And some of that has to do with the amount of time. Like the private attorneys, most of them start off as prosecutors or public defenders or both. And the time that they've spent in those circles doing that thing is creating opportunities for better relationships throughout the system, a better knowledge of how to navigate through that system. And so when you have a public defender, 9 times out of 10, I shouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but a good amount of time, they are right out of law school. Like that might be one of their first gigs or whatever, after interning or what have you. That might be one of their first gigs. And so they're still trying to develop and understand and figure shit out. When you have a paid attorney, they've been through those ropes and they can kind of help you. But no, you have multiple paid attorneys that you just literally, for lack of a better word, you tricked off. You had Shirley tricking off on these attorneys, just raining money on them. Just raining money on their ass for no good reason. And some of that money may have gotten transferred, but I don't know how that even worked because when you pay them, you pay them. And if you decide to move on, that's on your ass. So I don't know how that worked. But anyway, so that's what's going on. That was the first thing at the top of the damn shit. Wait a minute. Granny the Great, y'all forgive me. I just misspelled folks' name. Oh, child. Oh, I thought you said something. All right. Okay, so there's that. That's what's going on. Legacy Moon said, oh, well, more content for us. Yes, in June, they would have probably set a trial date. Okay, that's what I thought. So now they can't even set the damn trial date. But that's okay. That gives me time to get settled to where I'm going so I can then prepare to come to the ATL when the time is due. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, because I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Okay. Hold on. All right, Black but not bitter. I'm coming. Okay, get my room, my bed, get everything ready, girl. Cause we going. I'm coming and we going to the trial, child. Whenever that happens. We going to the trial. Let's see. He gonna try to get Dre to get him another. I'll be damn. Dre ain't. It don't sound like Dre is even talking to this nigga. And if Dre got any good sense, he done cut him off. Okay, he is gonna cut him off. Hey, Texas Toy, Nesto is still saying he's about to be released. You know he's delusional. Jesus. These people crazy. Okay, so there's that. There is that. Okay, so that's all I have to say about that part of tonight. Let's talk a little bit about the besties. Okay, the besties, they are still bestieing. Okay, they are still BFFing it. Okay, they are BFFing it up. Yes, they are. They are BFFing it up. Yes, they are. So the other day, what day was this? it was 2 days. So today's Monday. So this Saturday, Miss Sylvia, okay, the infamous one, she was on the road to Alabama. Okay, she was going to Ratchet's husband's party or some shit like that. Hey, T, gonna say it. Oh, excuse me. So, she was going to some party, right? And she had a few people in the car. I think she said 2 adults and a dog. Okay. Now I don't know who the 2 adults are. I guess probably one with her. I don't know. But she had 2 niggas and a dog in the car with her, and they were driving to Alabama. All right. All right. So that's what they were doing. So while she's driving there, they're asleep. Sounds like the dog was asleep too. Okay. And she was just riding and live and telling us how she was headed to her party, child. Okay. So she was going to the party in Alabama. And while she was driving, she's noticing the chat. So she's driving on the highway and she's reading the chat, and the people in the back are asleep. So no one has her back. Okay. Not even the dog. All right. So they're looking, she's looking in the chat, and someone by the name of Miss Naomi Grace, okay, again, another troll, I'm sure. Okay. For all we know, that's Naomi at the top of the damn chat today in here. Okay. Zarvin or whatever the fuck. Zarvin Pierre. Oh, it was two. Oh, shut up. Lexi Moon. Legacy Moon. Are you trying? Is that shade, Legacy Moon? Legacy Moon said, "V, you mean 2 people and 2 dogs?" Okay. Look, are you is you calling the blogger one of them things? Is that what you're saying, girl? Okay. There was animals and peoples in that car. Okay, and they was all driving on over there to Alabama. So she notices while she's looking at the chat and whatnot that Naomi Grace, okay, Miss Naomi Grace has dropped in the light. I mean, in the that's what I figured. uh, uh, Sylvia, Sylvia, Lexi Moon called you a bitch. That's all I'm saying. That's how I read it. Okay, Sylvia, Legacy Moon called you a bitch. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, just I'm just playing. Okay. Lexi Moon didn't say that exactly, but anyway. Um, so nevertheless, Naomi Grace drops in the chat and she says that she wanted Sylvia and Sonya to react to a video of people reacting to the Tasha K interview. I was very clear about what Naomi Grace was trying to get this lady to do. Naomi Grace dropped in Sylvia's chat and basically said that she needed Sonya and Sylvia, but I guess most specifically Sonya, to react to a reaction of the Tasha K interview with Sonya. Now, for those that may not be aware, myself, actually, it was Legacy Moon hosts Friday After Dark. Every Friday night, she and Native go live for an After Dark show. These lives happen, they typically start around 10:30, and they go on until around 8:30, 9 a.m. the next morning. Okay. They are roughly 10 to 12-hour lives. They take place weekly. Okay. All right. Now, Native was off on that night. So I stepped in. Okay. I stepped in And I said, look, Legacy Moon, I can't do 12 and 14 hours tonight. I can only, at a maximum, I can only do 6 hours and 30 minutes. That is it. That is my limit, Legacy Moon. And so when I told her that, she accommodated me. Okay. And so we only did 6 hours and 24 minutes. Okay. Nevertheless, while we were together, we were reacting to the Tasha K interview with the silly Sonya. And we're just pointing out all of the lies and all of the lines around her eyes and her head and her just laugh lines in her neck. We were paying attention. We were paying close attention to her and her lies and her lines, and we discussed it. Okay. All right. What is Texas Toy in here saying? What is she saying? And V will all of a sudden say bye mid sentence. What? What did I do? What? What? What are you talking about? Anywho, so we were reacting to said interview, and we were breaking that ish down. Okay, wait, what you say, Lexi? The only time after dark is 6 hours is when VLenore is on. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. You have done this for at least 3 weeks straight, Legacy Moon. This is ridiculous. People really have to get their nap in before your show on Friday. It's too much. It's too much, damn it. Okay, so look, she been doing it for 3 weeks straight, y'all. I was only on 2 of them panels. I was only on 2. And let's be clear, I'm never on it from start to finish. Duh. So it can't be my fault. It's Legacy Moon. Who is the common denominator, I ask? Who is the common damn denominator? It is the one, the only Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries. That's who. Damn it. So now listen here. So wait a minute. Look, they still talking shit. They still talking shit in the chat, Legacy Moon. Beauty is her name. I nodded off and woke up to y'all still live. People keep saying that shit. I went to sleep, woke up. Now I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Because why the hell they go to sleep in the first damn place? That's what I want to know. I want to know what the hell caused them to go to sleep. Because we sure ain't boring. Now that's for sure. All right. And we maintain about 300 in chat from the time we start to the time we end it. So it's a whole lot of insomniacs in this motherfucking sector. Okay. And I see you. I see you. Nevertheless, listen. Okay. So I revived said we is old and tired. Whatever. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the damn like button. Coffee is Brewing said, I worked a double shift and they were still at it. Shut up. Shark Tank Life said, I'm not mad. I was driving from New Mexico to Texas and I was entertained. See what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Lorraine. B, you come in when we've already been in for 3 hours and you come and we stay on another 3. Now that might have happened the first week, but last night, so I'm not last night, but Friday night, I probably came in about 30, 40 minutes in to the live child. The only reason I be hitting the link is because they be talking shit to me. And Native usually instigates the shit. Okay. Now he wasn't there, so I can't blame him on Friday. Okay. But we can't blame him because had he been there, I probably wouldn't have hit the link as early as I did. Okay. Anyway, nevertheless. So she obviously had a problem with the fact that we were saying certain things about that interview. I don't think she had a problem. I actually think Naomi Grace is messy as fuck. That's all I think. Naomi Grace is a messy ass troll who wants to kick up shit, okay, and get shit going and get people beefing or get people talking about the other and get folks in their feelings and all of that. So she was instigating. She wanted to hear us talk shit about Sonya in Sonya's face. That's all that was. That's all that was. And I see you the long way, Naomi Grace. Okay? Zarvin Pierre, okay? Or whoever the hell you are. Now, Dimples Whipple, shut up. Dimples Whipple said, I will not be on this live for 24 hours. So, yes, extra as fuck. That's what she was doing. Extra AF said, I agree. She was instigating. That's all that was. She was just being messy because she wanted to see Sonya's reaction, Sylvia's reaction to the shit we were saying. Okay. Plus, we were calling out very specific lies that Sonya has told us. So yeah, that's what we, we're over there doing. And I think that that's what she wanted to bring the light and to see how they were going to respond. Legacy Moon said exactly. Naomi Grace is carrying bones. That's all that is. That's all that is, right? So I want to share this real quick. This is real brief right here. And bam, bam, and we'll do that and that. Okay. So I've got the chat up and everything here. Hold on. Should be popping up. Okay. So I even have the chat up on the side. And you can kind of see where Naomi Grace kind of jumps into the chat. It appears right around here where she says right up at the top here. I think, can y'all see yeah, you can see my mouse. Wait, somebody said I could change the color of my mouse. I don't know. Anyway, but here it is at the top. This comment here says, Grace says, Sylvia, right? And then the next comment is, where is Sonya? And then Naomi Grace goes on to say, where you been? And then I guess she say something and she says, yes. And then Naomi says, who is with you? And then I don't know what Sylvia says, but then, she must say that, she must be saying I'm going to Alabama. And Naomi Grace says, what part? Naomi Grace, nosy, messy bitch. Okay, let me take a drink on that one. Tonight, the beverage of choice is lemonade. Simply lemonade. Okay, simply. Just simply lemonade. That's it. All right. So now, so then she says, drive safely and whatnot. And then she says, after that, she says, I want to react to the video with her. Now, at this point, I don't know. We're going to play it here because it's only like 5-10 minutes. I even want to hear of this little live. But I want to understand how they came to the conclusion of what video she was talking about. I remember hearing it, but I never saw. Anyway, let's just listen to for about 5-10 minutes and we'll see how this conversation goes. At the end of the day, after she hears this or reads this in the chat, Sylvia then calls Sonya and asks Sonya, or not asks, but tells Sonya that there is a subscriber that has questions for her. Now, that nowhere is Naomi Grace saying she has questions. Not that I saw. Naomi Grace just wants to be messy as hell and wants Sonya to hear all the shit that Lexi Moon and I were saying. Period. That's all that was. That's what they wanted. They wanted to see what Sonya was going to say and do about the shit that me and Legacy Moon were saying about her raggedy ass. That's it. That is it. And I'm going to tell you something else. Sylvia knows that shit. Now, she could have misunderstood what this lady was saying, but at the end of the day, they know the lady was being messy. Sylvia knows, if nothing else, that Naomi Grace was being messy, and this was an opportunity for Sylvia to pull Sonya in and be messy in her face again. These people are not friends. These are not friends. They are not. They are not. They are not friends. Sylvia is doing this shit for attention by even entertaining this Naomi Grace person. Okay? Don't like, you gonna schedule a whole live because a random ass troll in your chat said, I want you to react to this video. That's enough for you to plan a whole live call, a guest online, just because somebody said some shit like that. Like, you, come on now. You just wanted an excuse to bring this woman in so you can see the thing that she claims she doesn't want to talk about, that she's not going to cover on her channel, is what she is doing. Every time she pulls Sonya into her channel, she is then addressing a Nesto situation. And we know that. Please hit the like button, y'all. I really, really appreciate it. Hit the like button. Okay. So that's all that's going on. Oh, I know. Y'all are not gonna play on my doggone top. You better hit that mother sucking like button. You get your hit. You better hit that like button. Okay. Now listen. All right. So let's listen to this a little bit. She calls Sonya. That's one thing. And then she does schedule this lot. Anyway, she's so off base, but we're going to listen to her create drama where there doesn't have to be any. I mean, if you ask me. Oh, this is at the okay. So after I said all this is the moment in which she is now calling Sonya to tell her about it. Okay.
Hey, lady. I'm on live on the other channel on other phone. There's a young lady who wants you to do a reaction to some video that was done in November.
Okay. So let's be clear about that. So she does say that she knows that this lady, Naomi Grace, just wants Sonya to do a reaction. Let me say this again. There are a lot of people in this chat right now, and I often ask you guys for show ideas, and I mean that. I really do appreciate it when you guys send me things. It's very helpful for me, especially when you got a lot of other things happening around you. If someone comes with a show idea or something, it makes it one less thing that you have to really think about. So I appreciate people giving suggestions and that sort of thing. But this was one suggestion by a random person. They were just, there's no need, because this one person says, I would love to see y'all do a reaction to something. Is that a reason to call said person on a live and ask them in that moment? Like, is that normal? It's weird. Hey, Mistress Monica. The problem with IS and Bonitail is that they think everyone listening to them are just as dumb as they are. We are not stupid, bish. Okay? We are not. Like, but Sonya is, because I do not believe that Sonya she's not in on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that this woman called her because she really, really, really is trying to lure Sonya back into some mess. She wants the mess to originate on her damn channel. That's all it is. Wait, what you say, Dimples Wimples? Hold on. But thank you, Mistress Monica, for the super chat, baby. You, Dimples V, your live reminds me of the old kung fu movie where the lips move and then you hear the sound. Even now, I'm breaking up now. I, I was purposely breaking. Yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. Look, let me say this again about the internet. You guys, I know my Wi-Fi connection is crazy. And Dimples Wimples, this is not a reflection on what you just said. So don't I'm not playing with this is nothing to do with Dimples Wimples. But I did mean to say this at the beginning of the live that, look, y'all just bear with me. Just bear with me. We only gonna we dealing with this another week and a half. That's it. Okay. Just be patient with me because these internet problems, these Wi-Fi issues will be a thing of the motherfucking past real soon. Okay. They really will. So I appreciate you guys that do uh, hang in there with me and are patient. I look, I don't know if I were not moving, I don't know what I would do because it honestly the Wi-Fi in this building, it throws me off because honestly, y'all, everything I watch on TV, I stream, whether that's Netflix or Hulu, everything I do, I'm streaming. You would think that if I could stream shows and movies with no problem whatsoever, why can't I go live? Like certainly what we're doing right now on YouTube can't be as complicated, for lack of a better word, complicated than a actual thriller, some movie. I don't understand why I have these problems in this building. But again, forgive me for it. It seems like it has gotten worse over time and not better. But please forgive me. But we only have we're counting down. Okay, we're counting down. Which also reminds me also that tomorrow we're gonna do a members only live where I want to run something by y'all. Tell me what y'all think. I want honesty. Um, and I'm going to transparent about some stuff. So as I always am, look, these members only lives have turned into like my personal diary. Okay. Personal journal, if you will. So anyway, we will, uh, we will talk tomorrow. And so look out for the members only live. Hey, Lunar, brain our heart says V. Sometimes uploading throttles data more than downloading. It's not you, it's the net. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sounds like it doesn't. Like why can I watch stuff? My TV doesn't buffer about anything, I bought one of those projectors online. Y'all seen those projectors that they've been promoting on TikTok and whatnot. And I bought one of those and I kind of love it. Okay. Do you know that thing doesn't even buffer? And I'm just streaming. I can stream anything on that mug. I put that sucker on the ceiling and lay down, child, watching my TV on a big screen on the fucking ceiling. I'd be like, ooh, this better than the damn movies, okay? But anyway, I have no problems. It doesn't buffer at all, but only when I'm actually going live does it give me hell. Hell, but we almost where we need to be, y'all. We going to get there, okay? Jesus, which also makes me a little nauseous. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. Right now, let's talk about these toes, okay? Now, let's go ahead and play this a little bit. Somebody in the chat wants her to react to a recent video. This was literally, I think, Saturday. Yeah, it was the day after Legacy Moon and I went live.
that was November 23.
Doesn't Ty K know me?
Hey. What does she want to know? What is it she trying to do?
She wants me to do a reaction to it. It was about you and Nesto.
Everything's about Nesto, I mean, right? That's like a dead situation. I mean, it's dumb because he stopped talking to the wife. Stopped talking to him in July, June, 5, and they still talking about that.
Sonya, yes, we are still talking about that because why did the wife stop talking to this raggedy piece of shit nigga? Why did she stop talking to him? She stopped talking to him because he's a criminal. She stopped talking to him because he's cheating on her. She stopped talking to him because he was running through her wallet. She stopped talking to him because she found out how many lies he was telling. So yes, we're going to still talk about it because we know that you had some part in all of that. In all of that. You are uplifting this criminal, this career ass criminal. You are uplifting him every chance you get. Every moment throughout this process, you have tried to take that woman's spot. You wanted her spot, whether you want to admit it or not. We all see it, heard it, and know it. Okay? We are still talking about it because you and this man made a point to exclude the wife of any information and contact with the attorneys in which she was paying tens of thousands of dollars for. You are part of the problem. So, yes, ma'am, we are talking about you, and we are going to continue to talk about you. And he was not divorced. Even when she stopped talking to him, he wasn't divorced. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it. And right now, we're going to talk about it because guess what? He still ain't divorced to somebody. And that much we can probably bet our bottom dollar to. He's still married. And you still talking to this married man. And if he were out, you'd be still opening your skinny ass, bony ass legs to his ass. And that's why we're talking about it. Okay. That's why we're talking about it. Now, Sonya, hear this. What Texas Toys say right here? We're gonna talk until he go to prison, maybe after. That's why I said when he gets, once he is sentenced, look, we're gonna want to know when he gets to the facility of the new prison. We probably gonna be Googling the new prison and those accommodations. Oh, we're gonna talk about this shit till we say we don't want you to hit the news. What was that? Was it Legacy Moon? Was this on your channel? Or was I watching it somewhere else? Oh, it was on your channel, Legacy Moon. Because you were talking about this guy who was having conjugal visits, right? He married this girl that he wasn't married to her, obviously, when he was sentenced and put in prison. He obviously married her while in prison, was having conjugal visits with her, and at some point he unalived her. Now you can keep playing around and playing with this man and acting like you just got to be next to him. But Sonya, I see you as one of them slow heifers that probably would marry this fool so that you could go see him in prison and be with him. But you better watch it. You better watch it because I feel like this Negro, he's, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Lexi Moon said yes, and her members only. Okay. I knew I saw it somewhere. That you better watch it because that could be you. I'm not praying that be you, but you have a tendency, you have some sort of ability, you have some sort of, I don't know, attraction to motherfuckers who want to unalive you. So you can keep playing with these folks if you want to, but I see you as being one of them silly people because I do think it's crazy as hell to meet someone who is in prison or and marry them while they in there just so you can go in there and fuck. Now you can fuck outside. There are so many people that will fuck you, Sonya, and I even you, they will use your body and fuck you. They will. They don't. It doesn't mean they like you. doesn't mean that they think you sexy. They just might do it because you easy. Okay. And the fact that you are okay with that, that is sad and it is dangerous for you. You need to make better decisions, because until you do, you are continuing to attract similar people and they may do similar things. All right, so there's that. So let's listen.
That's the crazy.
Wanted me to do a reaction. That's why I didn't do reaction and stuff like that. But I figured maybe.
It depends on what part she's talking about. Oh shit. If she's just talking about something, just but if it's trying to drag the wife situation in there, no.
I don't know. I don't know what.
So find out if it's not about the wife and his marriage, fine. But if they're trying to keep going back to that shit, it sounds stupid. They keep going back to that.
How does anyone sound stupid calling you out for the dumb shit you did? It's still relevant. And if it's discussed in that interview, it's relevant. Because the bottom line is, who the hell are you to have come in there and called yourself the damn spokesperson for him? He was, girl. And are we stupid for talking about it? Or are you stupid as hell for being involved with him? Which one is dumber? If we're stupid for talking about the shit you do, are you not stupid for the shit you do? Girl.
Because they were separated before he even got arrested. She stopped speaking to him. And
she wants you to review it so you can ask.
Ma'am, did you say that Nesto was separated from his wife and had not spoken to his wife prior to getting arrested in July of 22, 6 of 2022? Nesto was not talking to his wife and had been separated from his wife. That's what you're saying? Because last I checked, wasn't he with his wife on the 4th of July of that year? Wasn't he with his wife 2 days prior, enjoying a holiday called 4th of July? I'm confused about that. So was he really separated? Like, we know they were living in different spaces, but when he got locked up, the way they were not talking like separated people. Now, I'm not trying to interfere with anything that Shirley said to get her divorce or what have you. I think when she said separate, she might have just meant we were living apart since March of 22. But she was with him, was she not, on 4th of July? And he got arrested on the 6th, ma'am? And aren't there pictures and stuff to kind of prove that? So I'm confused. What? Thank you, Attitude and Tylenol. Why on earth, if he was not talking to his wife for a month, it sounds like he started talking to her again when he got in there. And if she's not talking to him and she's separated from him, why is she spending all of this money? Attitude and Tylenol says she wouldn't have been spending all that money on lawyers if they were separated. You know how we know that to be true, Attitude and Tylenol? You know how we know that's a fact? Because as soon as she said, I ain't got no more money, when she was ready to cut this nigga off, she stopped. She cut off that money too. She cut off trying to figure out how to pay his damn bills, didn't she? That's separation right there. That's what you call a breakup, okay? That's what you call separation. Not this shit you're saying he stopped talking to the wife for in June and this and that. No. Well, he must have picked that shit right back up and he was talking to her for 5 weeks before you found his ass in jail. Girl, that's who sounds stupid. You sound stupid. You are still over here capping for this fool. Capping and caping. Girl, go get an S and sling it on the, I don't know, sling it on your colostomy bag. I don't know. big ass S on it for shit and super shit. Okay? Super shitty Sonya. Put S. Anyway, let's listen.
Answer some questions.
What do I need to review?
I don't know.
They got some panties. FBI texted me on they DM me on what's name was saying some chick saying they showing all the videos because they spoke to me. I said they didn't speak to me because the only person I ever talked to was Sylvia. I don't talk to nobody else. About this situation other than Sylvia. Other than Yvette too, but Yvette don't count, right? But still.
Let me say something right here. When she makes this comment, yes, somebody emailed me and said that somebody is showing videos and they talking about me, blah, 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 blah. Again, whoever that was, probably Naomi Grace. See, Naomi Grace is probably one person with 100,000 names and email addresses, okay? Or Sonya's watching this shit. It could be both, because we know Sonya be watching this shit, and we know Naomi Grace is a fucking troll. Now that we know, okay? So with that said, she's talking about Legacy Moon and I again. I'm sure that that's who this person is talking about, or Sonya is talking about. Yes, we are showing old videos. All of us are doing it. A lot of people are doing it. Old videos, calling out your lies, and all of that shit. Sonya is saying, and I guess somebody must have said that Sonya told a blogger. Well, they're probably talking about me, because I did make mention of the conversation that I had with Sonya again prior to the interview and during the interview. I've spoken to this woman approximately 5 hours in totality of my life. 4.5 of those hours in a 2-day span of time. When I called her to ask her about the interview, she talked my ear off for 2 hours. I did not want to talk to her that long. And that was, I legit did not want to talk to her that long because I wanted to ask her questions on the show. I did not want to walk through what we were going to be talking about. She kept, every time I turned around, she would say something else that would trigger another question. I was like, girl, stop telling me, stop saying, let's just have this conversation online. But because I spent 2 hours talking to this lady, I didn't want to do the interview that night. So I scheduled it for the next day. Because who has 5 hours straight to talk to Sonya? Oh. Anyway, so nevertheless, Sonya is saying she doesn't talk to blogger. What's interesting to me, and she and I have not spoken since y'all all heard us speak on that call, right? She and I had not spoken. We weren't like people who talked on the phone. I talked to her on the phone again the day before the interview. I talked to her at the interview. And when that interview ended, we spoke for about 30 minutes after that. Okay. And that was it in the call. But what she did tell me in that first phone call was that she speaks to approximately 3 bloggers. In fact, she said that in a live she did, where she said that she spoke, because she was saying something about Sylvia, that something, I got to remember what it was. This was when she was in Vegas at the Super Bowl, allegedly. And she did a live while she was eating. And she was saying something, and she's like, no, it wasn't something about, I talked to several bloggers. It wasn't, it doesn't have to be Sylvia. Because I think that's what she came out to clear up something she had previously said that Sylvia did. And Sylvia probably talked to her and said, girl, you done told them that I gave you. I think that was about that picture situation. About her getting the picture of the victims. And I think that when she saw that, Sylvia wanted to have Sonya straighten that out, right? So Sonya came out to go live to say, oh, it wasn't Sylvia. I talked to several bloggers. She told me when we talked, she talks about 2 or 3 bloggers. She said it again in that live. All right. But in this call, she says she don't talk to nobody but Sylvia. You see how this heifer lie? You see how she lied? Now I'm just curious if it was the truth back then. Who were those bloggers you was talking to? Are you calling Madison a blogger? Are you calling Judge Fifi a blogger? Who are these bloggers that you talk to that you ain't talking to now? I don't think your cousin really is a blogger per se. I mean, I don't know what you call, but she's a content creator, no doubt. Courtney Elise. But who was you talking to then? See, you be lying so much, you can't even keep track of your shit. You can't keep track of your shit, Sonya. But that's what you said before. So now you don't talk to body, but Sylvia. Got it.
Nothing saying that is like, but as far as bloggers, I'm like, I don't talk to nobody. So they can tell you that I said anything because I don't talk to them at all. So let Sylvia said it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you said whatever I said, you said to me. Heifer, you said it to me. Okay. Now it might have been 2 years ago or a year ago when you said it, but you said the shit. Okay. And we're talking about a live interview you did in November of 2023. So if you're talking about something from 2023, how are you going to say what you didn't say to somebody back then? We know what you said. We heard it, you. Okay, we heard it, you. Hey, Jerome Street, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna cut this off in a minute, but then I want you. We're gonna end this in a second. Hold on.
I don't know if I said it.
No, it wasn't you. It was some other chick. She said that they're saying that they spoke to me because they're releasing all the calls instead of just the.
Can I say this too? This is so unsafe. Now I'm not gonna say like who go live while they're driving. I even tried to do it once. The biggest issue was hitting some of those crazy pockets. Some of y'all were on the phone with. Were y'all there? Some of y'all might have been on. I said on the phone, but on the live when I did that. I had my friend Sherman was host. That no, this might have been 2 years ago. Anyway, but I tried to do it one time. It just wasn't. It just wasn't giving at the time. Not to say I would never do it again. But what I do think is a little dangerous is how often she is looking at the chat while also trying to manage a conversation that she called somebody on three-way while traveling on the freeway from state to state with 2 people and a dog sleep in the back. Like, you doing too much, Sylvia. You are doing way too much now. You talking to somebody on the phone. You got people in the car. You got animals in there with you. You reading chats. You live. You just got a lot going on, sis. You better watch it. Watch it now. Watch it.
One shit. Remember, it was only releasing those. They weren't releasing all of the videos that showed that me and him was just friends, and all the things that we talked about. They kept trying to make a narrative about me and him.
Well, she wanted you to do like a reaction, I guess, a review.
Who is she though? I mean, do you know the girl?
Her name is. She seems nice. She don't seem like a hater or anything like that.
I mean, her channel.
I don't know if she's a subscriber to me, but she had left a message on my thing. She wanted you to
That's what I'm saying, Sylvia. This was a random person in the chat. In the chat, allegedly. Allegedly, this is a random person. You see one little remark in your chat from one person who you don't even think you know. It sounds like you don't even recognize this person as a regular follower of yours. Yet you felt so strongly about what this person said in the chat about what you should do for content. And where is Sonya? And to the extent where while you are driving out of town, you felt the need to call this lady and discuss this and let her know what somebody in your damn chat said. Girl, you could have still done all of that offline. Why are you calling this woman while you driving across state lines and reading chats? Girl, this sounds crazy. Anyway.
A reaction on your channel? So she's just making suggestions to you to say, hey, why don't y'all talk about this?
She's asking.
Did you look at the video she's talking about?
No, I haven't.
So Naomi Grace up this damn chat. Do you see this? All these comments from Naomi Grace. So Naomi Grace said, first is her 99 super sticker. Okay. She says something like her Nesto. Then it says, I gave you 99 cents. Then she said, let's just do the review so that you can answer our questions. I'm not being messy. It's not about Shirley. And then she said, not me. I think Sonya would have done well if she did reviews. And then she says, see, all we want is to hear her side. And she says, I don't have a channel. I'm a subscriber. This lady right here is messy. I don't know. Maybe Sylvia knows who the hell Naomi Grace is. Like, I don't put anything past anyone anymore. It would not surprise me if this was planned, child. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. And when I say plan, I don't even think Sonya's a part of the plan. Because I don't think these ladies are really friends. And Sylvia can say that this her friend, she like her, and that's her girl, and this, that, and the other. But I can't tell because you bring so much fuck shit to this lady. You bring it. Every time somebody bring you a bump, right on over to her. Girl, I am not impressed with you. Hit the motherfucking like button. Okay? That's all I got to say. Hit the like button. Okay? Thank you, Jerome Street. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yay. Okay. Now we got only about a couple more minutes. I'm listening to this bullshit. Okay. And then we're going to go on to something else.
I don't know. Later on, like not today, but maybe another time.
I mean, that would be on you. See, that's even something that you do. I mean, and just tell her. But if it's involving that old shit with the old wife situation, that's like, who cares? That's so old, and let that shit fly. You know,
we can't let it fly, Sonya, because of the case. The case is the fact that this nigga was married. Part of the case, ma'am, is the fact that this man was marrying women, dating women, all of that shit to get close to them, to steal from them or utilize their access to steal from others. See, this man's marriage to Shirley Strawberry is very significant to the case. And you, ma'am, could have been and should have been a non-motherfucking factor. But you didn't like that. You didn't like that position. You didn't like the non-motherfucking factor position. No. So they tried to make you a motherfucking factor. Right when Wooten sent you that subpoena. When he needs you to come to the grand jury. When he needed that documentation and shit. You hear me? So you wanted to be a part of this shit? So you're a part of it. But we can't stop talking about Shirley Strawberry. That's the only relevance this nigga has. Not only that, we can't stop talking about Shirley Strawberry, the wife, because that was part of the case. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? These people are weird and they think we are crazy as hell. Like Extra AF, I think it was you We're not. VLenore, did you see the live from yesterday when she for Q&A? Yes, we will. We hold on. What's going on? Uh-oh. Here we go with the Wi-Fi shit. Jerome Street says, shows love. I need to spread that out like a super sticker for everybody. I have mad love for everybody and I do forgive. Okay, well, good. That's nice. That's nice, Jerome Street. And if you got love for Sonya and them, we gonna pray for you. That's all. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying. But thank you so much, Jerome Street. Let me see. What you say, 80%? C Moss, you tried to tell her in the most respectful way. Child, these people are weird. I don't know. I don't understand it. Right now. Hold on one second, y'all. Attitude and Tylenol says Sylvia would have fell asleep 2 hours into the commentary on y'all reaction video. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. We're more entertaining than her. We probably could have kept her entertained. You know what I'm saying? Now she should be asleep on her own damn live. That's what should be happening. Because I know I'd be asleep. I have to turn that shit. I can't watch it for so long. Okay. And if I know I'm gonna have to watch it, I won't even try to attempt to watch it for too long because I'm gonna come out here and watch it with y'all. And God forbid if I have to watch it twice. That's way too much. Okay. Way too much. Anywho, all right. I think we almost done with this bullshit right here.
Went on there and she talked about she talked to Charles White, which I'm glad interview a small part I sent you. And she was talking about the Nesto and Erica thing, and that he was saying that that he slept with Erica, you know, while he was married. Erica, that's the hurt that, right?
That bothers you if that's true, don't it?
About that, you know what I'm saying? Even Sonya, but I was one that did the least with him, but they trying to act like I did the most with him. So it's kind of tiring to keep saying that that's why we don't like you because you slept with me. Man, it's like, bitch, no, I did when I slept with him that time before I got sick. He was sick with me, you know, he wasn't there to my knowledge. So, you know,
you cannot deal with the idea, the thought that he slept with Erica because you are only seeing Erica from the vantage point of her being arrested, her in jail, her coming out of jail. You don't like that aesthetic. You feel somehow you are better than her aesthetic, and therefore he wouldn't be called dead with said aesthetic. I don't think looks has anything to do with Nesto's itty bitty limp deek. I don't think it does. I think it's all about what he can get out of a person, whether that's controlling them, whether that's their money, whether that's their access. That's what he uses his deek for. He uses it to manipulate, to own, possess, dominate. That's what he uses it for. He doesn't use it because he's so attracted to a mother sucker. That's not his thought process on the thing. It's none of that. Okay. So I think he will sling that thing on anybody. All right. The bottom line is this. He tends to sleep with any woman that's in his vicinity. That's allegedly that's what it appears to be. Okay. And I believe that he did at some point get it in with that girl. If that girl was really getting it in with Charleston White while her partner, quote unquote, was downstairs cooking and cleaning like a butler, all of you motherfuckers are scandalous. You know what I'm saying? Her, him, and the partner guy. All right. So nothing is beyond limits for these people. Okay. So anyway,
I'm gonna leave it at that. And everything that happened after that, I barely saw him. We was in two different states, but they keep trying to ride it like I was, that girl. You didn't know that. Shut up. They were separated before he went to jail. So if I was his friend while he was locked up, we were separated. And I'm gonna stand with my friend. So the whole narrative of why they want to keep this whole hate campaign, they keep trying to go back to the truth. Oh, it's because it's true. Half y'all didn't even know who she was. Y'all just looking for a reason to be hateful.
Nobody is being hateful towards you, Sonya. Like nobody. Nobody's being hateful towards you. Here it looks like. Let me say what Jerome Street is saying about. Sounds like he was friends with Sonya with Sylvia. Says I haven't talked to her for almost a year, but I still consider her a friend. Nobody is perfect. We just have to do better. If you close the door like that on somebody, you're not blessed. I don't know about that, Jerome Street. We'll have to agree to disagree. Because if you've got somebody in your life that is always kicking up nonsense, always involving themselves in foolishness, always lying, what you can do is cut off your blessings by staying with them. See, there are times when cutting people loose is exactly what opens up your blessings, not shuts them down. Now, if this was a good person who made a mistake here or there, because we all gonna make them, then that you shouldn't turn on people because they're not perfect. No doubt about that. But if someone's pattern, their personality, their patterns, just their behavior, their consistent behavior tells you that they're on some F-ish, then staying in close proximity to said person may be necessary because being with them might be blocking your blessings. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Jerome Street says she is definitely different, but she is a hustler. Hustler how? You mean because she hustles her chat for lunch and gas money and stuff? Is that what you mean? Do you mean a hustler as in lies to get attention for money and views? Do you mean hustler as in connects with perverts and criminal minded individuals who may have some sort of um, celebrity factor associated with them just so that they can get clicks and views for that? Like, if that's what you call a hustler, I think there is, I would give you that. I would give you that. He says there's a lot of things I don't agree with. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna tell you right now, you may be saying she's still your friend, but the fact that you just sent me two super chats, she may not think you're hers. I'm just saying. Let me just say, I don't think she gonna see you as her friend. Okay, Jerome. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Would you say extra AF? Let me find out Jerome is Naomi Grace. Could be, child. Could be. I'm just saying. Hey, let's see. Have to Virgo. H2 Virgo. H2 Virgo. Hi. Says, why when people have an opinion, call you out on your lies and don't care for women who are side hens, we're being hateful. No, maybe we just have morals and values. That's my point. Like, we're being hateful because we're saying that this shit here is wrong. And you're over there saying that you're going to uplift the bullshit that you're doing, no matter how wrong you know it to be. You just don't give a damn that it's wrong. I'd rather somebody say, look, I'm going to sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. I'm grown. They grown, blah, blah, blah. But don't stand out here and act like because we call you out on your F-ish that you aren't the hateful one. We're not hateful. You're hateful. What you said, Jerome Street said, I've been on your channel over a year listening to her as well. Stop that. I'm just saying, look, you're welcome. You're welcome to be here, baby. I'm just saying. You said she was your friend, child. I'm just saying she may not feel that way, okay? Okay. No refunds. No refunds. Okay. No refunds. All right. All right, y'all. So I'm going to end this one so we can go over and look at the next thing. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull that down. And so yesterday, as promised, these chickadees went live because, of course, Sylvia's going to go live because now she's got this content. She thinks it's going to bring some damn views. Now, the way she posed this to the audience and to even Sonya was that they were going to go live and do a Q&A for Naomi Grace, and that Naomi Grace needed to ask these questions. Okay? It's really weird. That she needs to answer these questions from Naomi Grace, and so she created a whole live to do that. Now, that's why I say the shit is weird, and I don't know why Sylvia, with having been a content creator for as long as she's been, it doesn't make sense to me that she sees one statement in the chat, really, and decides to create a whole live, acts like 1 minute she understood that Naomi Grace just wanted her to do a reaction, but somehow it turned into Naomi Grace has questions for Sonya, and we need to schedule a live for a Q&A. Like, make it make sense. These people that talk about slow. The shit is slow as hell. Let's see. I know this avatar. V, if Sonya stops supporting Nesto, then no one talks about her anymore. And she wants to be relevant. That's what I said. As I said the same thing. She definitely doesn't want us to stop talking about her. She likes the shit. She likes being talked about. I said that the other day. This is the most she's ever been talked about before. They do things so we can't talk about it. They come out here so that they can be hateful towards the people who are calling them out on their bullshit. Okay? So, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Jerome Street said, you would be crazy when she comes back. I think she's going to come hard and everybody's going to be surprised. We don't talk, but I think she's going to come back strong. Come back from where? Wait, I don't understand. She's gone somewhere? Is that what you're saying, Jerome Street? Because she goes live every day. So what do you mean she's going to come back? And says, I think she's going to come hard and everyone's going to be surprised. Yeah, we will be surprised because the truth of the matter is Sylvia's been a content creator for quite some time and nobody was ever over there, ever. Like never. The only time people started coming over there to her channel was during this YSL shit. And it seemed as if once she started to get close to certain people and different things started happening, that's when she got some attention. But she had been on here for years prior to that. She was doing R. Kelly shit. Nobody was paying that much attention to her. And she was meeting up with R. Kelly, going to the trial, getting arrested during it. And people still weren't really coming over there to listen to her. She was reading transcripts from the trial. They weren't coming over there to listen to her. Then she started the YSL shit. They weren't coming over there to listen to that either. They're not over there now. Like, this is her norm. This is her norm. Okay. And I know that there are ebbs and flows to everyone's channel. I've seen it myself, but to suggest she gonna come back hard, like come back hard from what? Like she gone? I don't know, child. I don't know. That don't make no damn sense, child. I don't know what you're talking about. But okay. Um, so here I'm gonna share this screen, and all right. So this is the live she set up yesterday. It's a Q&A with Sonya and Sylvia. Ask us anything. First of all, that's some bullshit. You can't go over there asking her anything, because as soon as you ask a respectful question, you can get blocked. Okay? So that's some bullshit. Ain't no ask her anything. That's not an option. So stop it. But this was a great opportunity for her to get some attention and be able to talk about the Nesto shit without acting like she's trying to talk about the Nesto shit. Now, what I really want to talk about before we get into the actual, content of it all is I want to understand why these roots is looking the way that they looking. Like, here we go again. I do not freaking understand. Here, let me make this big. I do not understand why it is that this lady's hair can't stay intact for more than 3 weeks. People get braids and keep them shits in there for months sometimes, and they look good. But this person right here cannot keep shit in her hair for longer than 3 weeks without it looking like it's been there for 6 months. This makes sense? I don't understand it. What Africans are these? These are not your average run of the mill Africans, because across the board by standard, they keep their shit. Their shit stays. They they will braid your brain endings into them damn to each of those braids. So I don't understand why it is that her shit be falling apart like this. I mean, when she first got them done here, they looked good. When look at her, she looked good then, I guess, allegedly. When she first got them done, look how she was looking. Now, this is where we are. Sis, I can't with you. So anyway, let's listen when she set up this damn live. Oh wait, what'd you say, CJ? CJ said, V, she told people that would answer questions from super chat and other paid questions. She done fell and bumped her head. Oh, so she was only gonna read a question if you super chatted it. Ciao. Anyway, okay. She got that from well, not necessarily, but anyway. Okay, let's listen and see what the hell's going on here.
Regarding to some video she wanted us to do a recap or reaction to. So we are going to oblige her by, making ourselves available to answer any question. But here's the key. In answering the question, we are taking questions from members, and we are taking questions from those who super chat, cash app, or whatever. We don't plan on being here all night. So if you have questions, you can ask us any questions and we'll answer it for you. But in the meantime, here's my girl, Sonya.
Your girl.
Yay.
Okay. So we're gonna have to make this screen big. Like, who am I fooling? We got to make this big. Let me go back just a sec or two. You see when Sonya comes on the screen. First of all, let me say this real quick. Sylvia did just say that she knows that that Naomi was asking for them to react to a video. So if they're asking for a reaction, why are you holding a Q&A? If she's asking for a reaction, why do you decide to turn around and say, so we are going to oblige her by doing a Q&A? How is that obliging her? She wanted a reaction. I wonder why she just didn't do the reaction. Was it because she was tired? Let's listen.
Sonya.
Oh, this is the other thing. Let's look at Sonya's teeth real quick.
Hey.
So the teeth are quite jagged. Little jagged edge, okay? She likes jagged edge. Jagged edge gives me 90s vibes, you know. She likes jagged edge, and her teeth are jagged edge teeth, okay? Now, remember when she told Nesto that she chipped a tooth or something like that? Isn't that how she put it out there? Like she had chipped a tooth. I think what she meant was she broke her snap-ons. That's really what happened. She broke her snap-on teeth. She's going to have to reorder them. Yeah. Chick-fil-A girl. Chick-fil-A gal said jacked up jack-o'-lantern teeth. Yeah, it's given that. It's given that. Yes, outside Chi-Town, the teeth are not teething. They are not teething. Not at all. In fact, Sonya looks like a different person to me here, but let's watch a little bit.
You hear me?
Yeah, but you.
Look at the teeth. Look at the teeth. Look at the teeth. See, Sonya, they're not bad teeth. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, if this is how I met you, if you felt secure enough, look, I don't think I would ever buy any snap-on teeth because I would always be fearful that in the midst of conversation, the shit would fall out into my mouth. You know, they would just drop or something. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be built for it. However, that's not to say I wouldn't go get my teeth done. Doesn't mean I wouldn't go get some veneers or something. There's one tooth in particular I would love to have a veneer for, but it is what it is. I can live without it. But I don't think I would buy snap-ons. But the fact that you bought them says that you were very self-conscious about your mouth. And I'm not gonna lie, your mouth is a big contributor to your aesthetics overall. It shapes and frames your face. People look different when their teeth are in versus when they're not. Like, I get it. But I could have met you with these teeth and probably wouldn't have thought too much of it. I wonder if Nesto ever met you with these teeth. Is he just now meeting this Sonya with these teeth? Just a question. Is she? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. But she talk about a zesty little dude. This one right here, this is where she's giving zesty dude. She's definitely giving zesty little dude right here, right now, in this particular moment. She had the audacity to put on a green sweatshirt and a matching ball cap. Sis. I mean, it's a cute little look for others, but not for zesty little dudes. I'm just saying, not if the zesty little dude doesn't want to be considered one. Okay? But you're giving it right now with jack-o'-lantern teeth. I know you don't like it, so that's why I'm saying it. Okay? All right. This is
You had me playing in the background.
I had you playing what in the background?
Here, YouTube.
Let me tell you something else. You would notice in this video that the girl can't see. She needs her glasses, but for whatever reason, she probably doesn't feel comfortable wearing the glasses with the ball cap. Maybe the way the ball cap is formed or whatever, and she had to pick or choose. But you will notice that she is not comfortable. She can't really see. She's squinting. She's trying not to give, again, eye contact too much. She's always looking to the side, to the whatever, you know, all of her normal behavior is there. But notice that it seems as if she cannot see. She cannot see.
No, I'm looking at an RV. That ain't you.
Oh, okay. It sounded like me.
No, that's a Caucasian.
like me.
An RV. I was looking at an RV.
So how was the RV show today? I mean,
no, it's not till Thursday.
I feel like she's one of those people too that keeps their tongue at the roof of their mouth a lot. You notice that, like people who talk with their tongue, I don't know. She has, the way she holds her mouth and carries her tongue right now is different than the way she was functioning when she had her clamp-ons. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Dimples Wimples, that is ooh wee. Dimples Wimples said, V, check out the Adam's apple. I am mad at you. Okay? I am mad at you. Okay? Oh my God. Texas Toy said, is that Tomas? Let's listen, y'all. Y'all.
It's not till Thursday.
So how was the store? Didn't you say you was going to the store?
I went to the RV dealership. Yeah, I found one that I like. I really like that I may buy. So yeah, I just gotta. I want to look at the in-text, and then I want to go to the show and kind of look at what I may not know about before I pull the trigger on this one.
So how you like your new baby?
So you see how she holds her tongue when she'll have her mouth open, and she holds her tongue at the roof of her mouth and with her mouth open, like she's giving. Oh, there's an echo, y'all. Oh, it's an echo when they're talking. Dimples Wimples said echo. Hold on. Here, I'm gonna play a little bit, and I'm going to listen from my phone. Hold on.
Around 2 years.
No, I'm talking
my car.
You know what I'm talking about? The car. So how is it?
I love my car. I love Mini Coopers. So I like the older ones. I don't like the new ones. So yeah, I love my car.
Is it a 5-speed?
Okay. I didn't hear it then. I hope. Okay. You said it's good. Dimples Wimples. Okay. Now let me say this. Even now, you see, like right there, her teeth don't look so bad there, but that's because she has learned how to hold her mouth. She keeps her tongue at the roof of her mouth to sort of disguise the spaces that exist. Does that make sense? That's what's going on there. Okay? So she keeps her tongue in that space. Now, here's the other thing. I'm telling y'all, watch how she looks. It almost looks like, I don't know, she just can't see. I'm and where are the breasts? Are the breasts, they were returned. I don't know if she got a refund. And it looks like they didn't have replacements in stock. Or maybe she got them on discount, but now they're full priced and she can't afford them. I don't know. But let me say this. Do y'all believe she really went and got a car? Like she says that she went and bought her a not new. She got a Mini Cooper. Remember, she said she wanted the older one because, she likes the older models better. That's a great way of saying I can't afford a new one. Okay. I just need to be able to say I have a BMW. So that's why I've gotten this Mini Cooper. And that is that. And that is all. Okay. Now, I'm just curious of how it is that she was able to purchase a vehicle. Now, I do believe she got a vehicle. I do believe that she got the Mini Cooper, because if she didn't get the Mini Cooper, that means Sylvia is going to have to lie for her. That Sylvia will have to conspire with her to keep this secret that there is no real Mini Cooper. So I think that there is a Mini Cooper. I do think that she got to use one. And the way in which she goes about hanging out with Sylvia, I think Sylvia is going to come across that car. But I stand on the fact that before I said that Sonya didn't have a car and that Sylvia was probably her Uber to everywhere that they went together. Okay. But now she's saying she got a Mini Cooper. My question would be, how? Does that mean that she has income that we don't know about? She has a bank account that's big that we are unaware of? Not big, but that she's been able to save some money. Do you think she bought the car cash? Like I don't know how she could. I mean, I'm just saying, how did she qualify for a vehicle? How does she qualify for a vehicle? And if she does only get the SSI check, how does she qualify for that vehicle? Now, she claims to have an apartment, a vehicle, and she's planning to buy an RV. How in the world is any of that? Take the RV off the table. We know she ain't getting that. Like, we're not even going to fuck around and play. Okay? I don't have time for those types of games. But do we believe that she has an apartment and a car that she is paying for herself? How is that possible? I just wonder, how is that possible? The Gold Experience said, buy here, pay here. Pars cars, 50% interest. Shut up, Ebony. Well, wait, before I get to Ebony, Texas Toy says she has investments. Texas Toy, time yourself out. Did you repeat that? Like, did you repeat some foolishness this ever said? You know she ain't got no damn investments. What she invested in? Somebody's multi level marketing company. What did she invest in, child? Mm-hmm. Ebony said a 2000 Mini Cooper cost $2,000. Is that true? Ebony, is that real? And if it is real, that would make sense. But the 2000, that is old as fuck. Actually, it's 20 years old. I would almost wonder if would that be considered when is a car a classic? Is it over 25 years or something? Damn, it is almost 25 years. You think she got a child? Let me type this in. Let me ask Chat GPT. Let me ask Chat GPT because this is crazy. How much? How much does? Oh, there it goes. How much does a 2000 Mini Cooper cost? It didn't do it. How much does a 2000 Mini Cooper cost? There we go. The cost of a 2000 Mini Cooper can vary. It says, though, that prices for 2000 Mini Cooper typically range from about $3,000 to $8,000. Classic car enthusiasts may pay more for well-maintained or special edition models. Ooh. So around $3,000 she could have gotten one, huh? So she could have that kind of money saved up simply because I don't personally believe that she was ever paying any rent. Now, here's one of the reasons why I'm bringing that up, because I believe this goes back to my original theory that baby that she is caring for, they are getting paid to take care of that baby. I don't care what nobody says. Somebody is getting a check. It may not be Sonya who's getting the check from the foster care system, but somebody is getting a check for that baby. And I believe that money is being split with Sonya because Sonya is appearing to be the main caregiver, but may or may not have been qualified as a I think she could possibly qualify as a foster parent. Believe it or not, y'all may not believe it. I don't mean she's qualified in that you and I would want her raising our kid, but I do believe she could possibly get approved for it. She had legal issues 30 years ago. So I don't see that being a problem for her getting qualified. I think that might justify how she could possibly have her own apartment now, because in this video she says she cooked, y'all. She says she cooked spaghetti. Now, I don't know if she cooks spaghetti in the traditional sense that you and I know, or if this was another way of her saying Alfredo without saying it. But she says she was cooking and that Tomas was on his way over to eat and she was cooking. So I don't know if that means A, she's at Sydney's house living with the baby, or if she legit does have her own place and she's able to afford that with her SSDI check and the money that is split between she and her child. It's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. But let's listen.
60.
Oh, 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
right.
Imagine.
I remember that's the first thing I learned how to drive on is a stick shift. And so it's like, ooh, do I know how to remember how to do that? So was it easy to come back to it or what?
Yeah, I had one about a couple years back. I've had more stick shift than automatic in my car history. So yeah, I've only had I think 4 automatics.
I've had only
in 30 years, 40 years of cars.
I've had only 2 sticks.
Really?
The first one was a stick. The second car I got was a Mazda, and that was a stick. And then I've drove other people's sticks. So
good point, my tie. Could be income tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he said other people's stick.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Hello, everybody. Those who are coming.
Listen, with the other people's stick.
We're only here for 1 hour.
1 hour. I made dinner. My son's on his way, and I got the reunion show from Married to Medicine. I want to see that, so that comes on at time.
What did you cook?
Hold on, real quick. I agree. Shannon said y'all made her put a hat on. I do believe that too. I believe she's wearing this hat because of us. I think she's holding her tongue at the top of her mouth because of us. I think that she's trying to act like she can see and trying not to squint, even though she can't really pull it off because of us. We see you, Sonya. We see your loosey-goosey eye. We still know you don't have any edges. We still see that you're flat-chested. And we know that you can't see. Okay? All right? I'm just saying. All of this is true. So stop it. You can't fool us.
I just made spaghetti. That's his favorite thing. So I just made spaghetti real quick.
With garlic bread and all that kind of stuff?
And turkey meatballs.
Oh, turkey meatball.
We don't eat pork.
I know you don't eat pork.
We're not going to pretend like Sonya was over there making turkey meatballs. I'm sure she got the frozen pack out of the frozen section of the grocery store that she was able to purchase with her food stamps. And I'm not mad at it. Okay. I'm not mad at your food stamps. If I could get some, I would. Okay. All right. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at the frozen turkey meatballs if that's what you have to get because you can't cook. Because I got a feeling Sonya she can't cook. I believe that. So anyway, we're just not going to act like you were in there rolling up balls of ground turkey, all seasoned with Italian seasonings, that you were in there making a homemade sauce from scratch. I'm just not going to do it. I will not do it. Okay. You're not going to, I'm not going to play in your world of imagination, Sonya. I just won't.
But what about ground beef?
I do eat beef.
Okay.
I eat everything but pork.
Okay.
And I don't eat lamb. I don't like it anymore. I used to like it.
Lamb?
I used to like it, but I don't like it anymore.
Well, don't you?
I had lamb chops recently, a couple years ago. I lived in Buckhead, and I didn't like it, so I just got over lamb.
Um, oh, hey everybody. Look, where is Grace at? Naomi Grace. She's the one who summoned us to come here to do this. Because Sonya and I was just gonna hang today and just go on about our business.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Take naps like old people do.
Yeah, taking an old people nap and stuck.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, please.
All right. So while we wait on whoever it is that's gonna ask a question,
Mm-hmm.
What was the premise of what it is, or what is it? What you talked to me about yesterday?
yeah, something like that.
Sonya, yesterday when y'all talked on the phone, she said to you that this lady wanted you to do a reaction or what have you, and that you would schedule a live. She was going to schedule a live, and you said okay. All right. Then when you started this live, you knew that you guys had committed to staying live for only an hour. Why are you acting like you don't know what this is about? These people are weird. Okay.
I didn't go back and watch that video, but maybe if I should go to my channel.
The interview?
I don't know. She didn't make herself clear. She said something about the one that Tasha K did or something like that.
How more clear does she have to be then? You said she didn't make herself clear, but she clearly said Tasha K then, right? I don't know if I saw that. I didn't see that in the chat where she said Tasha K's name. But as I recall, when you brought it up about some video from November or some interview in November, Sonya said it has to be the Tasha K thing because she did the interview with Tasha K in November. So why are y'all both trying to act? Y'all playing so dumb that it's dumb. Okay, this is weird. Okay, y'all both know what y'all there for. And we're here to see. Anyway, let's listen.
I don't know which one it is.
The recent one she did with the one I sent you that I told you to look at?
No.
Charleston White?
Something having to do with you.
But that has nothing to do with me, that one. No, that all doesn't have anything to do with me.
Marina says she watched that show also, The Married Medicine.
Okay, hold on. You see that? Hold on. See, this is why you shouldn't play with people. Don't lie. Lying, it's just not worth it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Do with me, that one. No, that all doesn't have anything to do
Hold
with
on.
me.
Marina says.
There we go. Let me make this big. Do y'all see that ponytail in the back? You see where that hair is broken off at back there? Do y'all see that? Now, this heifer wants us to think that that ponytail she got hanging in the back is hers. No, what's hers is this little straggly piece back here that's hanging. Okay. See, this is why if you're going to come out here and try to pull the wool over the eyes of the YouTube, then baby, you better get to brushing. You better get to looking at every I, dotting that motherfucker and crossing every damn T. Do you see this hair broke off back here? This is crazy right here. Are we serious? Are we serious right now? Okay. And let me say this, Chick-fil-A gal. She said she eats pork because Nesto is a dirty swine. Thank you. She don't eat pork, but she eats that nasty deek. Ain't that nasty? Ain't that disgusting? Ain't that something? Huh? What's really unholy? What's really unclean and unholy? Is it the swine or is it that nasty Nesto deek? Huh? But look at that damn ponytail. It's you can't don't play with us out here because we can see everything. We see it all. We hear it all, and we don't forget shit. Okay? We don't forget a damn thing. We see you.
She watched that show also, the Married Medicine reunion. She watched that show. She said she watched it.
Yeah, it's really like the last of the Ratchet. I'm not watching no more Ratchet TV. I said this was gonna be my last.
No more? Is it
No,
going?
it's so that stuff's so negative. I this is it for me. I didn't even start watching Atlanta anymore. I said I can't watch that stuff. It's too hateful. So after these what I think they got three-part reunion and I'm done. No more. I can't watch it no more. No more. Ratchet.
You say you don't like it, but you watch it. I have never watched any of that
You
stuff.
know what? It wasn't as bad, but it's like every year it gets worse and worse with the backstabbing and the two-face and just talking about people like and then hanging in the group. That's weird, to me. So
What's weird? First of all, nobody is backstabbing anybody. Nobody is talking about anybody but the folks in the news. Last I checked, that was you. You in the news. You make yourself part of the news. You didn't stop talking on them damn phones. You won't stop visiting this raggedy piece of shit, nigga. You won't stop jumping on this lady's live and letting her call you while live. So you the news. You are the content. And that's the way you like it. We are giving you what you want. And I think that you are the person that's so desperate for attention. As I have stated before, you are so desperate for the attention that while at first it may have really, really bothered you, the things that were being said negatively about you, that I do think initially that bothered you. Now I think you feel like I'd rather have them say something about me than nothing at all about me. So what do? You jump up on this lady's panel every time you turn around. But when you jump up there, you're talking about, I don't want to talk about the case. I don't want to talk about his wife. Well, that's the only relevance you have. Every time you show up, it's about him and his case. Otherwise, we wouldn't know you. So nothing you say makes sense. Nothing at all makes sense. But anyway, let's listen.
I said I was just gonna not watch it after I watched this because they just weird.
What's weird?
But I'm interested, even though a lot of it's edited. Most of it's edited, to give a certain point of view.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true reality, but yeah, I said this was gonna be my last of watching it. So
you are gonna watch it. You watch all of these shows. You always have. That's why you were so starstruck about being someplace with Madison and Diamond. What was the name of that group Diamond was in? Hell, I only know these people from Love and Hip Hop my damn self. I know who Diamond is because she used to date Scrappy. Okay. And Scrappy's on Love and Hip Hop. Okay. And that's Mama D's son. Like, I know this shit, but I never would have known none of these motherfuckers if it wasn't for that show. Okay. Sometimes I was in the mood for some ratchet TV. As a matter of fact, last week, I was on a whole marathon watch, a little binge watching of the last season of Love and Hip Hop. Okay. And Sonya, you be watching it. You're gonna continue to watch it because you compare everything that's going on with Nesto with something that's going on in reality TV, some celebrity, something. You pay attention to all of this stuff because we know you're not reading books. You're really not watching the news. You're online getting bullet points and shit based upon some shit you've heard and seen online. That's how you come out here and talk about Trump and everything, Gaza, all of that shit you come out here talking about. It's because you are getting bullet points from social media. Okay, you don't read no paper. You don't read no books. You ain't watching no news. In fact, you tell people don't watch the news, you dumbass. How the hell you gonna follow some shit or know what's going on if you don't at least watch the news. Even if they lying, you can then go do your own damn research and figure out what doesn't add up. But not you. You will believe anything Fox News tells you to believe. You're weird. You're weird. But let's listen.
Just started watching Netflix. Netflix has, you know, a lot of series that are really good, that are just TV, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like suspense, things like that?
No, it's more so I was watching Running Point with Kate Hudson and some other movie famous people on it. I like those type of shows where they have like some movie famous people, but they're doing like a series and it's just life. So it's a good show. I started watching that. And they got a second season. So that and just, you know, 90s stuff, you know, peaceful stuff.
Okay, what's name said Tyler Perry has a new movie, Duplicity.
Oh, I don't like his stuff anymore. I mean, if somebody wrote it other than him, I would watch it.
So why you don't like his stuff anymore?
I did at first when he first came out, but it's like, and a lot of people were saying this, that he needs writers other than himself. And I don't know if he has other people writing, but I don't. I tried to watch his stuff. I really can't get into his stuff.
Like it's repetitive? It's the same stuff over and over?
It just comes off very generic, very like you could just tell it's coming from the same situation. You get me?
Okay. Yeah.
Like you watch the Parkers and then you would watch the Girlfriends and you could just tell it's two different scenarios, but it's black. All his stuff seems like it's just a runoff off the other one, kind of, in a sense. It's like the same.
She said his movies are getting better, less women.
I did like him like a while ago because I always try to support black, especially if it's just something that's just not too negative, but it's just like a movie version of something, like, you know, it's not real, so it's cool, whatever it is.
First of all, let me say this. You know, it's so funny. Work in progress. When I heard her say that too, movie famous people. I've never heard anyone say that. Some movie famous people. And she said it multiple times. Okay? Movie famous people. Ciao.
I can't do it. I try to support that brother.
And then she says she tries to support blacks and black projects. Why? She don't even like black people. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? How is that possible? How is it that she supports black folks but hate black people? Huh? How is it that she supports black folks, lives in a city with nothing but black folks, affluent black folks at that? Black folks who are creators, but she don't. Child, she's this girl. She don't like black people.
I
like feel good movies, and at the end, you'd be like, "Yay!" You just like
right, like romance, and then the girl get boy at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
those are always good. You know, the girl get to die, or you know,
you like those, Sonya, because that's what you think you're in right now. You think you are in a fairy tale. At least you hope you are, and you're hoping that in the end, the girl will get the guy. It really should be the guy getting the girl. But that's look, I'm gonna meet you where you at. Okay. You said when the girl gets the guy. Okay. It ain't my job to go get no nigga ever. All right. If he want me, he got to come after me. He it's his win if he gets me. Okay. But in your world, Sonya, it's the girl gets the guy. And that's what you are hoping is going to happen at the end of your current ghetto fantasy fairy tale. All right. But, you know, whatever.
Happy ending, you know, love.
Happy ending?
Or, you know. I used to watch a lot of Jennifer Aniston movies until she made a couple comments about the unvaxxed. And I was just like, she's really serious about that crap. I don't want anybody unvaxxed around me. And then she made that comment about Jamie Foxx about him saying anti-Semitic. And I was like, that's not what he even said. For her to say that was wrong. You know, so I just really got off of her. Like, I'm a big fan of Friends. So, yeah. But I thought that the movies they used to put her in, I used to like watch.
I've never seen Friends.
Oh my God, I'm highly addicted to Friends. I used to watch that when I lived in Detroit and come home after work and watch Friends and drink Baileys and watch my son play. That was my daily thing after work. With Friends. Oh my God, I used to watch Friends faithfully. Up until like
my tie. He know, girl. He know. Okay.
Years ago, I would just watch the repeats and everything. And so I just feel like Friends.
I used to like things like the Cosbys.
I like the Cosbys.
So I used to like Living Single. I used to like
Living Single was cool.
I like Martin. I used to like those type of shows.
Martin was fine in the beginning until he started getting a little
okay. I'm so
he just started jumping
uninterested.
around the floor.
First of all, she didn't like the Cosby, so I really don't even want to talk to her. Okay, I feel like I want to just fast forward through this bullshit conversation because and I'm not saying everybody had to like Cosby, but I think you should like the Cosby. Now you ain't gotta like Bill Cosby, okay? I'm not talking about Bill Cosby. I'm talking about the Cosbys. And I'm talking about how that changed the face of television, how that changed the view of many Americans, both black and white, about black families. I look, I don't want to hear this stupid shit, but she over here talking about she ain't like the Cosbys, okay? But she like Friends. This bitch like Friends, but she ain't like the Cosbys. I don't want to hear this bullshit. Let me fast forward some of this. They just sound stupid. Oh, hold on.
You bring my you suck.
See, I like the good old days.
Hold on. I think Tomas came in.
I did.
Hey T.
Hey T.
How are y'all? You bring my pots. You suck.
See, I like the
You
good old
see how
days.
her eyes are? She cannot see, y'all. She is squinting like a mother sucker. Why? Because sis cannot see. She cannot see. And wearing this hat can sort of camouflage it, but I see you, sis, because I can see, because I got my glasses on. Okay? Okay? Because I keeps my glasses on, whether they on my eyeballs or on the top of my nose. I keep them on. But not you. Because you won't go buy that. You'll go buy you a Mini Cooper, but you won't get you no glasses. Okay, I'm gonna need you to get some glasses. I want you to get out of the reading glasses line at the CVS because them bitches are going to tear up your eye sockets. Okay, if you wear those glasses for things outside of reading, something bad's gonna happen. Okay, all right. Now you done fucked up your teeth. Don't fuck up your eyes worse than they already are. Okay, don't do it, sis. You're too old. It's too much.
Movies and stuff. Now you know what I used to like? It's but the Honeymooners.
Oh yeah, you can like Lucy and Lucille Ball.
Before we even really watch it, it was. I mean, most of them was dead by the time.
Oh, look at Jerome. Jerome, we know you a fan. We know you a fan over there of Sis and Sis. Okay? All right? We know you a fan of the Two Stooges. We get it. Jerome Street said looks kind of sexy to me. Okay, so her okay, all right. So her squinting loosey goosey eyes, you find that to be sexy. Nobody is going to judge you for your opinion. If you like them eyes like that, I love it. Okay, if you like it, I love it. It is what it is. Okay, you like that baseball cap on so she can hide them edges she didn't feel like drawing on. Hey, I love it. If you like that she got that fake ass ponytail hanging from the back and attached onto her hair that's not even a quarter of the length of that ponytail, I like it. If you like the flat chestedness of it all, hey, that is on you. Okay? But it is what it is. I see what I see, child. Okay? I see what I see. And ain't none of this shit cute to me. Okay? Not none of it. Not them teeth, not them eyes, not that hairline, not that ponytail. None of it. None of it. But hey, to each his own. To each his own. Okay? Everybody got a type. Okay? And she deserves love too, I guess. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I watched it.
For real? Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. You could put your. Are you gonna eat and just leave? Sorry, hold on. You gonna eat and leave?
I'm gonna mute her while she's talking to her son.
So she talking about you just gonna eat and leave. Look, I believe she still live with Tomas. Now, do y'all believe that Tomas came over there to get some food and then leave because his mama had cooked his favorite meal? Or was Tomas coming home from work and wanted his dinner ready and he's on his way back out to kick it. Because I'm beginning to think that it's the latter. I'm beginning to think that Tomas was just coming home after a full day of work, because somebody around this bitch got to work, and somebody around here got to pay this damn rent. And he came over to get him some food, and came home, rather. He gonna shower, change, and go on back out. That's what I'm wondering. Is that what y'all think? PW said they live together. I've been saying they live together. I'm just wondering. Yeah, it sounds like I believe they still live together too, child. Aunt Natty said Loose Bowels lives with Tomas. Yeah, Muff Moon. I think Tomas was just coming home after a hard day work, and he needs some food. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as I used to like those kind of shows. Yeah, Family Matters. I used to like that stuff. Yeah, it was like the good old days. Remember when they used to have the Jacksons and stuff like that? I used to like that. Sonny and Cher, the Jacksons.
Oh, you're going back to the 70s.
Hey,
you're going back to the childhood. That's what that is. The 70s. You're going far, far, far. My Three Sons.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
Laverne and Shirley.
I like Laverne and Shirley.
Three's Company. The Jeffersons. Yes, yes. Those are the shows I used to like. Clean. Nothing.
I mean, back then, who thought about that? You were a kid. You're older.
Not the Jeffersons.
As an adult, you got to think about what did you watch in the 90s?
Not the Jeffersons.
The 90s. I rarely watched TV in the 90s because I was working and stuff like that.
Did she say the Jeffersons?
Yeah. I was a big time girl. I was working. I had graduated from college, and I started working. I worked for Urban Trust Company, and I was working Wall Street. So I was.
Oh, okay, you were in New York.
Yeah, I was in New York. So I didn't get a chance to watch all that. Now I know music. Remember Janet Jackson and all of them was doing their thing. R. Kelly music. I mean, I remember music. I just didn't have any shows that I watched.
You missed out.
I just didn't do TV. I don't do TV now. I do YouTube. I watch YouTube. That's my TV.
That's a version of TV now. I mean, you can kind of like, you got a wider selection because you got over 1 million channels.
Yeah. Bernie Batman. Yeah. I like the fact that you choose what you want to watch. You know, you pick what channel.
Sometimes it's kind of
hard. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Queen Brielle says, so is this the Q&A live? And if so, did someone ask about TV shows? No, not nobody. Okay. Not nobody had a question about shit. And what's her name? Naomi Grace, what nowhere to be found. Hell, I don't know. Jerome, were you over there? Okay. Were you over there asking questions? What happened to you? Nobody was asking no damn questions. They ain't talking about shit. All right. So let's see.
And I like the ability to be able to interact with the television show. YouTube is an interactive television show.
How's an interactive content?
Did you say to use a plate or one of those jars?
Use one of those jars. Yeah. No. That's why I got on Netflix because I want to get off YouTube. Because you would turn it on and it'd be everything that you've always been watching, and it doesn't give you the thought process to say, okay, I want to watch something different. And they just keep throwing up everything that you normally watch and something that's kind of like close to it. So it's like, oh, let me go watch Netflix. So I like Netflix better. And I always try to refresh it and clear out my past, and it still brings up the same like stuff that I was doing before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at the cutie.
Hey, Mary. Hey.
Measure.
Her name is Measure. Did you like? Why do we know so much about this baby? She's a cutie patootie, though. Look at that pumpkin. Her is a cutie patootie. Her name is Measure. We didn't need to know that. Measure, MJ. We don't need to know these things, but we do. And she's adorable.
I know. I was about to call a miracle.
Everyone does that because everybody named Kit that. No one like that was like a popular like, oh, it was a miracle. I had a son named Miracle. And I'm like, oh, okay. My cousin does that. She'd be like, where's Miracle? I'm like, her name
Measure. I gotta think of pleasure, measure, pleasure.
What
Okay?
you say?
No. I mean, like it's pleasure meeting measure.
Okay. It's called MJ. That's the easiest name to say.
Hey,
MJ. Yeah, that's the easiest.
Where's Rock?
Hmm?
Where's Rock?
He's gone. I sent him back to his mother.
Oh.
Yeah. That just hurt now. Yeah. Stop.
Well, I don't know that this anymore. Let me see. Is there anything else we need to see about this? Oh wait, something about Tasha K
Not
right
messy
here.
the
Okay,
question
hold
is,
on.
but you know most of the questions is messy. Especially if you're trying to recap something that happened on Tasha K.
Well, I brought you here, and I made it available for her to ask the question, and it did not come. So I don't want to hear nothing anymore.
She didn't ask you to hold a Q&A session. She asked you to respond to Legacy Moon and myself reacting to Sonya and Tasha K. And I think it's because we broke that shit down so thoroughly, piece by piece by piece. I'm telling you, it took 6 hours to go through 30 minutes worth of a interview that really was an hour and a half. Okay, we only got through 30 minutes of it though. All right, that's just how thorough we are. For 6 hours it took us to get through 30 minutes of this damn interview. Okay, that's us. That's the work we put in. The lady never asked you to do that. And she didn't show up because that ain't what she asked you to do. Not at all. Look, that's really the gist of this live. I'm trying to see, make sure I don't see anything else that was said that was worth a damn, that made any sense. All they did was sit out here and talk shit about nothing. Talked about how Sylvia goes to bed early, I guess, or needs to go to bed early because she old as hell because she couldn't hang after going to Alabama to a party and came right back. That's it. How what's Majigger's talking about the price of living. I guess possibly going back to Miami and what that looks like and trying to figure out what she gonna do. Child. And Sonya and this lady both full of shit. Okay. They just both full of shit. We didn't miss nothing. I just wanted to give an update on what I know I saw. What I think Naomi Grace was really all about. Naomi Grace was on some bullshit. Sylvia is on some bullshit. Sonya is always on bullshit. All right. I'm back now. Damn it. See, the devil is a lie because I'm already about to leave. So the devil, you ain't did shit. You ain't stopped no show. The show was already about to end. You motherfucker, you. Okay, anyway, y'all, look. All I came out here to say was that, again, Naomi Grace was on some bullshit. Sylvia was on some bullshit and Sonya stay on bullshit. Okay. They came out here playing in our faces once again. And Sylvia, for you to act like this is not the content you want to do, you sure keep doing it in hopes that it's going to garner the views that you hope to receive or that you see others getting talking about y'all. All right. With that said, I want to thank everybody who came out tonight. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Uh-oh. Muff Moon said when YouTube hates you and your man in jail, she gets high. Ooh, you think that's what it is? You think she getting high? Jesus, I don't know. If she was getting high, don't you think? What's she getting high on? Because it must not be no weed, because hopefully she would eat. Hopefully it would increase her appetite. She can put some some weight on, child. I don't know. But thank you, Muff Moon, for the super chat. I want to thank everybody who super chatted, those that gifted memberships, those that became members on tonight. Thanks to all of you, most specifically my moderators who are always holding it down in the chat. I love everybody to pieces. I hope you hit the like button on the way in, but if you didn't, please hit it on the way out. Make sure you subscribe and share. All right, so that everybody knows when we go live or if I have an upload in the future. Okay, you guys, it's Monday night. It's 11:10. I want y'all to have a great week. I will see you tomorrow. And remember, I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. Not a damn thing. Smooches.